Hello all and welcome to this edition of TDW Tech Bytes. This is the second part of a twofer. The first part we talked about mergers and acquisitions that have signed and deals that have closed and the issues that are presently arising. This time we're going to speak about something positive. We're going to speak about deals that are about to happen. What deals happening now? Well, just to recap, yes, mergers and acquisitions are very much a topic for the moment. Some businesses, they only grow, they only survive by actually growing through acquisition. If they have a strong balance sheet, now is a good time to go on a buying spree. Valuations are low. Also, some businesses that are looking to exit by way of a trade sale will look at the current conditions and say, at least now I can exit. Who knows whether that's going to be the case 6 months from now or 12 months from now. So there may be some early exits coming through. There is M&A activity. These are some of the points you need to think about if you're about to embark on a deal. I'm going to cover 3 points. I'm going to look at some issues that you need to think about in respect of valuation, some due diligence complications, and I'm going to speak about the money. So first, let's speak about valuations. Well, most valuations are done on either a discounted cash flow basis or on a comparison with peer competitors in the industry. Well, let's look at how that might work in the present situation. Well, firstly, discounted cash flows are always based on historic revenues that are then projected out to the future. Well, your financial performance last year, is that really going to be the barometer for the current circumstances we have right now? That doesn't seem like a good basis for valuations. Also, comparisons. Is there any peer you could point to that you would say, yes, I want to be compared with how that peer is performing right now, and that's the valuation that I should aspire to if I'm selling my business? That's a tricky one. So you can see that valuations will be under pressure. The challenge here is that there will be different expectations on both sides. Vendors and sellers are still going to have the belief of valuations as close to what they could have achieved last year, whereas buyers know that that's not the case. There's a lot of discussion and negotiation that needs to go into that particular issue, and you need to factor for that in terms of your deal process flow. Moving on to due diligence, there's a range of issues you could speak about in due diligence at the moment. Let's just speak about 2. Employment issues and contractual issues. So employment first. Unfortunately, in the past 4 to 5 months, there has been a lot of employment issues that have come to light. People being made redundant, people being terminated or taking unpaid leave, and a whole range of other issues, including health and safety. Have all of those issues been properly dealt with in accordance with law, in accordance with whatever payments needed to be made? If not, who's going to bear the risk of that? Is that the kind of issue that it can actually be dealt with by reps and warranties, or is it something that needs to be explored more deeply, maybe even becoming a walk-away point? If you look at contractual provisions, normally in a due diligence review, your primary focus is simply on change of control issues. But now you need to look at termination. What are the termination rights on core contracts? Are core suppliers locked into the business so you know that you have a source of supply that will continue to go forward? If there are contracts that are unprofitable and burdensome to you, can you get out of them if you acquire this business? Also, look at force majeure clauses. Are there circumstances where contracts you need to rely on could be put aside or put into suspension because of force majeure reasons? The due diligence review of contracts has just become more serious. If we look at the money and the purchase price and the consideration, this is going to change also. The best outcome for a seller of a business is he gets 100% of the purchase price on closing, no conditions asked. Well, that's not going to happen now. You will see a significant amount of the purchase price that is going to be placed either on earnout if there's an expectation that key people are going to stay in the business, or on deferred consideration in installments. You'll need to look at the conditions for those deferred consideration payments, and if those conditions are based around financial performance, How certain are you of being able to achieve that financial performance? What level of control or input do you have in the business to be able to assess that the business that you have sold is the key parameter in respect of achieving those targets, as opposed to what the buyer may have done with the business after you have lost control? These are all really critical issues. So what does that mean in terms of managing a deal that you're about to embark on now? Well, I think there are three things you need to do more of. You need to allow more time. You need to allow more negotiations. And you need to allow for more creativity. There are deals to be done. There are ways to get them done. We just need to work through them together. Thank you for tuning in to this TDW Tech Bite.